Hi, I would like to introduce you all to our store, Native Gardens of Green Valley. Stephanie and I are very proud of it. Stephanie is my daughter, and she does a wonderful job of buying really interesting items from around the world.
At Native Gardens in Green Valley, we buy things that we love from all over the world, showcasing different artists and different cultures. We really enjoy the opportunity to sell their products and talk about what inspires them.
So we hope you would all like to come and have a look around at the really interesting things we have. This is my favorite area in the store. It features the Tarahumara and the Huichol Indians, and they've been my friends for many, many years. And I spent a whole summer building an adobe hut in honor of them. Come on in. The yarn work and the bead work is all done by the Huichol Indians. And again, I've worked with the same Indians for 30 years or so, and so our families are good friends. The pottery and the pine needle baskets are all done by the Tarahumaras. This is the Huichol hut that I used to live in when I would go up and visit the Huichols in the mountains. And you can see this is the family that I lived with and really enjoyed them and had a lot of fun. What I did want to do is to show you this jaguar here. If you can look, it's all little beads, and each bead is put in one at a time. They are really fantastic artists and beaders. This is a Huichol mask beaded by the Huichols, and it has all their symbols on it. And basically, this is the deer. The deer is very sacred to the Huichols. You go through the ears of the deer or the antlers of the deer to get into the spirit world. Obviously figuratively, not literally, and so that's what that symbol is. This is the peyote symbol here, which is sacred to the Huichols. All these symbols are sacred to the Huichols. Devil-headed eagle with peyote in the center, representing the duality of life. Since I worked with the Huichols for over 35 years, they taught me how to bead, and so I bead also. But I don't want to do their type of beading, which is their work, and it should be done only by Huichols. I do the very same type of beading, only a different motif where I do actual pictures and I don't use their symbols. This is a yarn painting done by the Huichol Indians. They do it the same way that they do the beadwork, only the yarn painter works with yarn and the beader works with beads. They put beeswax and pine pitch over whatever they're working on first, and then they either press each thread in one at a time or each bead in one at a time. Also, it is religious in nature and tells a story. The stories are written on the back. The yarn work and the beadwork are really fantastic pieces of art that they do that explains their culture and religion. This work here is called popotillo, and basically what it is, it's saccatone grass. And first they get the grass, and then they clean the sheaths, and then they dye it. And then it's the beeswax and pine pitch put over whatever they're working on, and they cut each little piece of grass and press each little piece in one at a time. And if you look closely at it, some of the pieces of grass are just teeny, 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 and they can get it absolutely perfect. The way they do it is they'll lay the grass in one sheath at a time, and then they'll tip it up and cut it off. This is a Tarahumara beer pot, and the beer is called Tesuito. And you notice that the opening is very wide, and the reason the opening is wide is because when they drink with gourds, and they're dipping it in and pulling it out, and they get tipsy, hit the edges, and break the tops of the pot. The water pots have a much narrower opening at the top to keep the water clean and to keep the dirt out.
Day of the Dead is a beautiful tradition deep in the Mexican culture. A lot of our artwork comes from Oaxaca, and these paper mache Catrinas and Catrines are very interesting. Each one is hand done with tiny details, even having the dresses, the hair, the food for the offering. We carry a wide variety of Dia de los Muertos items, including coffee mugs, books, cookbooks, crosses, even the animals in the paper mache.
These are my Zacatec weavings out of Oaxaca, and it's all hand done, and it's done on very interesting looms where we have a picture over here of the different types of looms that the Zacatec people weave. And they do beautiful table runners and blankets and very interesting different things. This is my special piece, which is not for sale, of the Zapotec weavings. It's every single color on here is a natural dye produced naturally, and I can tell you what different items made the different colors.
Another one of my favorite artists to buy from does all of our milagros. And he carves the wood, and then he adorns the wood or whatever media he's working on with the different milagros charms. Each one of these milagros is a prayer, a miracle, a well-wish, very meaningful. And then he paints them, and I think he's just a fabulous artist. On a lot of these, he does sign the back of them, and each one is unique. They will never have two the same with the painting or the way the charms are placed. And we're lucky enough that he will sell us the individual milagros. And we have a lot of people that like to come in and give these as gifts. If someone has knee surgery or has something going on, you can find a milagro, a prayer or a well-wish, and put it in a greeting card and give it to them.
We also have really neat Cherokee pieces done by Tracy Rabbit and her father, who is Bill Rabbit. Unfortunately, Bill Rabbit has died, but we can still get his pieces. Tracy is still painting, and these are the wall hangings and the tiles and the cups that are done by Tracy Rabbit. She's a Cherokee from Oklahoma and does beautiful paintings. Additionally, in the folk art that we have, on this shelves here, you're going to see pottery from Monte Ortiz, Mexico, and also pottery from Nicaragua. Our other folk art we're bringing in now is the wire baskets that our Zulus do from South Africa. And as we walk over here, we see more Nicaraguan pottery and a few pieces of Navajo horsehair pottery.
The punch tin is one of my absolute favorite things to buy. We buy from, 6, 7 different artists from all over Mexico, and each punch is hand done in these decorative mirrors, and they do such a good job of welding the tin and making really unique designs. We carry a wide variety of the hand-punched tin Christmas trees. Each of these is hand welded and takes at least 2 or 3 days to just do one circle of the Christmas tree. So all these Christmas trees are hand-punched and come in wired and ready to be lit up, and they each have marbles throughout the tree to add some color and texture. We have them coming in oxidized and the silver version, and they start off at 1.5 feet and go all the way up to 7 feet tall.
All around our rooms, we have really neat metal work done by Gustavo Garcia in Guadalajara. He laser cuts the metal pieces, and then he has artists doing the painting on them. And he does beautiful work, as you can see it, all the way around. We have huge pieces all the way down to little pieces. Very interesting guy, one of the artists that we really love to visit. This is our hand-blown glassware from Guadalajara.
We have greatly expanded our women's clothing and accessories. We have full lines of Mexican hand-embroidered and handmade dresses, blouses, skirts, as well as our Tucson-owned Sabaku t-shirts. We carry these year-round with a wide variety, even her long sleeves and her best tee here. We get in house plants shipments every Friday. We like to carry a wide variety from ferns to anthuriums, and then all the different succulents.
Stephanie and I are very proud of our patio. Stephanie, tell them about it.
Well, right here we have 6 different suppliers of Talavera. So we have everything from very large pots to small ones, and lots of different textures and designs.
We also have a lot of total lot pottery, and we have neat animals, concrete and stone coming out of Baja. Welcome to our nursery. We really pride ourselves on getting the best plants available in southern Arizona. We have 4-inch annuals, 1-gallon perennials, 5-gallon perennials. We have beautiful, beautiful cactus. We have all sorts of succulents. And also, not to leave them out, we have wonderful trees. I want to introduce you to the chili ristras. They come from Hatch, New Mexico, and I've been going down and getting them since the 1980s. They represent good tidings when you hang them outside your door, welcome to my house, and all sorts of good things. These are Sandia chilies, and this year the crop was absolutely wonderful. As you can see, they're very beautiful. We'll have all different sizes from 1 foot to 3 foot jellies, and later on we'll get the small Peking jellies, and I'll talk to you about them later.